All right, thank you so much. Once again, as I've been introduced, I'm representing the Innovation Hub, which is an innovation agency based here in Gauteng, in Pretoria particularly, but we have a number of satellite institutions that are in a number of townships, which we call Ekasi Labs. So we are just a Gauteng-based innovation agency as well as a science park. And I think I also just, as form of formality, the Innovation Hub is a subsidiary of the Gauteng Growth and Development Agency, which is a mandate of the Gauteng Department of Economic Development. So I'm mentioning a lot of Gauteng because we are mainly based here to ensure that the Gauteng economy is enhanced and also just to foster innovation amongst innovative businesses. However, through we have a number of partners that allows us to go through countrywide to ensure that we reach as many provinces as possible for our programs to support women and young entrepreneurs throughout that have innovative businesses. So you've heard that SEDA has a number of incubators that are supported by them and also in specific sector. So our incubation program has sectors that it focuses on, and the main sectors that we have are smart industries, and you can see the services that we provide, which are advanced manufacturing, Internet of Things, and many other things such as the 4IR. We also have green economy that focuses on clean energy, water and sanitation, waste management, and also the bioeconomy, which is where I'm based at the Innovation Hub, where we focus on cosmeceuticals, nutraceuticals, agro-processing, and pharmaceuticals and medical devices that are currently making trends in our economy. And then those are below our incubators. So Biopark, Ekasi Lab, those that are based in the townships, and Biopark is incubates businesses in the bioeconomy. And we also have CIC, which is the Climate Innovation Center that incubates innovations in the green economy. We also have Maxam that incubates innovation from the smart industry. And just also mention that this agency was established in the long time before I even joined, 2001, but it has been quite strategically placed between the University of Pretoria as well as the CSIR, just to ensure that we can enhance some technologies that come from those institutions, which focus more on research. So we come in as an enterprise development. We bring that arm of enterprise development for those innovations strategically so. So if you look at the current unemployment rate, we know that it's currently at its highest, and obviously these statistical results were done before some of the unrest and also some of the COVID complications. And we know entrepreneurship is the main solution that we look at. And I just also want to mention that our focus is mainly on innovation-based businesses. And these are in the businesses that are in the application of ideas to improve things and the way things work, because we believe that those are one of the most interesting ways to ensure that our economy develops even more and enhances what we have, and we rather move away from the Me Too businesses. So we focus on ensuring that the businesses that we support are bringing something different to the economy, and there is a clear value proposition that we ask any entrepreneurs that come into our organization for support. And at first, I think we spoke with Prof that I'll just try to bring in some of the statistics. And to be honest, Prof, I was also shocked because I had a different number of how many entrepreneurs that we currently have. So I know the slide is quite busy, but you can just focus on the overall rate, not all the incubators that we have. If you look at our overall rate of female entrepreneurs that we support is less than 30%, which is quite worrying to be honest. And it's something that also highlights the problem that women are not participating within the innovation businesses that we are looking at as an organization, and also in the country in general. But these are just statistics for the Innovation Hub. Don't take it as a national statistic to say that it represents everyone. But where we are doing great is in the youth support. There's about more than 55% of, I think you can say 60% of youth entrepreneurs and innovative entrepreneurs that we support, because that's another thing. We are also, other statistics that we also have are obviously Black entrepreneurs, because as an agency, we are a government institution which we have a strong transformational agenda, and that is supporting young female entrepreneurs that are Black to ensure that these people are included in the economy as much as possible. So to be honest, the statistics of females' involvement in the innovative businesses is not pleasing, and it's important that we do more. And there's a number of programs that I'm going to be talking about that we have at the Innovation Hub. I'm not going to be talking about all the programs. I'll talk about those that I'm mainly working on to ensure that if you need any support in those and you need any information in those, be free to contact me or contact anyone in our organization. So these, in addition to the statistics that you saw, statistical figures that you saw, were the main barriers to innovation. I saw Prof also presented some of these that were highlighted in his initial introduction of the meeting. And I'm also glad, Prof, that you're saying that there's a whole conversation around women in entrepreneurship should not be limited to the month of August, as much as youth entrepreneurship should not be limited to the month of June. We're looking at women having a number of barriers, and ensuring that if we look at these barriers, addressing them can ensure that they are included. Lack of funding is always one of the highest it's rated higher in all the surveys that you do, that people figure that they don't need funding. Insufficient access to information is something that I really want to highlight, to me, as something that's of great importance, because I think there's even more than funding. According to me, you as a woman, young women, having to have information, knowing where to get the support, knowing what CEDA provides, and also what the Innovation Hub support gives as a support, and also other institutions provides in terms of your capacity building, the training that they give free of charge without having you to pay. That just assists you to be at a better place in terms of the knowledge to ensure that your business grows. Lack of knowledge and lack of marketing knowledge or access to markets is another important thing. And these are some of the support that we provide our entrepreneurship, ensuring that they get access to markets. Facility, for lack of facilities is another part that we provide. You'll see at the end, I'll just show a number of incubation benefits that entrepreneurs get when they are into our incubation program. And also the part of cultural constraints, women are normally viewed as less of being included in the economy because they have certain responsibilities at home, and that always disallows this creativity that is spoken about that women can bring in business to ensure that business grows way beyond it's been viewed as. And also the problem about business capacity building. This talks to training. So there's lots of business training and lots of people that have products, but they don't have the business acumen to ensure that their businesses grow. So that's another part that we have some programs to support women towards that they have improved capacity for them to ensure that their businesses grow and become sustainable at the end, because the main idea is not just to support, we accelerate businesses, but ensuring that they're sustainable afterward is one of the things that ensures that we can measure our KPIs very well. And I also just wanted to quote one of this research that was done by McKinsey, that currently the pace that we are working on in Africa with regards to gender parity is going to take us about 142 years for us to ensure that there is a clear gender parity where women are equally supported as much as male are. So there's a lot of work to be done. So in that regard, I just want to start with introducing some of the programs that we have at the Innovation Hub. One of them that's quite easy for most people to be included in is called the Coach Lab Entrepreneurship Program. We do this in support of the Science and Innovation Department, the Department of Science and Innovation, where we build business, we provide business development business skills development to scientists alike, as well as citizens and indigenous knowledge holders, because we also have this problem of not ensuring that our indigenous-based knowledge are advanced at the level that they have. So this program builds in that gap to ensure that in as much as you may not be educated, but you can be included, that you would be taught all the business basics and business skills that are sufficient for you to ensure that you can somehow navigate. And this program, luckily, in as much as it doesn't have a huge criteria for you to enter, is free of charge if you register beforehand. When the call is out, you get to be taught all these 6 modules, and this give you all the training. And while you're doing that, you also have a part where you develop a business plan or a model canvas to ensure that at the end you can pitch. So that pitching will then give you, and all the skills you would have had, you would be able to pitch at the end, where then you would then have a chance to get into our incubation. So it's more of a training as well as an arm of you having to get into our incubation through a sort of a competition at the end, if your business model does align with what we offer into our incubation program. Unfortunately, we already have candidates that have applied. This year's program is currently closed, but we are going to be starting with the training in 2 weeks' time, on the 16th of August. And I just want to impress, if somebody wants to join, we will be doing this virtually. There might be a number of information that you might have missed because of initial communication. This will be done virtually. So if you know someone that's pressing could need this training, please be free to contact me. I'll leave my contact details in the chat box to ensure that you can contact me to give you the link and possibly to see if your business does align, or business concept does align with what we want to support. You have a chance to get into this program. And this is happening on the 16th of August, if I may say. The other program that we have is towards anchoring food security and innovation. This is called the Agri-Park. So this talks to the need for agro-processing as quite a key economic driver. And also we have an innovation hub, like a greenhouse technology that is meant to become a naval center where we grow high value innovative food products and process technologies to ensure that we facilitate also training, and also we grow crops in this facility and then sell them to the market. But the operator here then works with certain entrepreneurs and use innovative technologies that come from the hub, or someone that needs training to possibly incubate anyone that's interested. And we work with small scale farmers. So small scale farmers do come to this facility to gain some necessary business skills for them to accelerate whatever they are doing in that community, to ensure that they have more enhanced skills for them to increase the yield of their crops in any setting. So please be on the lookout for this opportunity if you are into this kind of business of food security or agro-processing. So I think this is what I've said. You can come in as a community holder or as an entrepreneur through a competition, and then you have a chance to be incubated. Incubation just allows you to be accelerated, to let you learn new processes and technologies, and also access to markets that you may not have had access to. So that facility does provide that. And the other program that I also want to highlight, which is one of our flagship programs, is called the Gauteng Accelerator Program. So this, again, is in different sectors, which aligns with all the sectors that I've mentioned at the beginning of my presentation at the Innovation Hub. Every year, we recognize about 15 innovations. So each and every category recognizes 3 winners that get prizes, seed funding, as well as a 12-month incubation to allow them to accelerate their businesses once again. So I really want to, it's just that I don't have time to get into all the details, but we do this in support of the Technology Innovation Agency, as well as Emory University that is based in Atlanta in Georgia. And I think this partnership also is one of the ones that allows us to go nationally. So in any province that you are in South Africa, please be sure to apply for this. And I'm happy to announce that this competition is currently open for innovation in all these sectors to apply. The closing date is currently on the 15th of September. Please visit this link and ensure that you put in your application, and also to also see other possibility of you being involved, because if you are not ready to apply, you don't know what to do, we are going to have a business basics workshop before the closing date. We will just need to be on the lookout for this website to see when this business basics workshop happens. It normally happens before the closing date. So please do spread the word about this great competition that is an interesting opportunity for you to accelerate your technology beyond where it is. Thank you. And I think I don't want to talk about the criteria. We'll talk about this during the thing, but it's quite intense, but we are looking for people that will make impact, socioeconomic impact most particularly, and have something of certain advancement that it could bring to the economy. I also mentioned that I'll talk about the incubation support that we provide. And I think these about 7, there's more. So you get, once you're into incubation and you have access to all these great programs, such as being advised, and also mentorship that comes in free of charge. And you also have the access to the infrastructure where you can come in, have high connectivity, free broadband, a space, and also you can even hire a space at a very subsidized amount if you need perhaps a space to manufacture your products. And some of the incubators can provide you such facility for you to manufacture, maybe at a small scale, or just to ensure that you can have a space for you to have an office. And so you can set up meetings at any time at the facilities. Funding opportunities, you have a chance to expose your product at different places to ensure that you can enhance your networking. And actually many more. Access to market, as I mentioned, is one of the great pleasures that this incubation programs offers. I also just wanted to include a highlight of some of the female entrepreneurs that the Biopark supports. And this you can see are in the cosmeceuticals. Unfortunately, Prof. Shelim Taung is not here. So she's one of the entrepreneurs that is supported, incubated at the Innovation Hub and had Global Health Biotech. We also had Poshia M, who their business has already graduated from our incubation program. We currently do have a PRD solution that creates friendly wheelchair solutions to people that are disabled, and Bubo Bio Innovation that works with a certain cellular assays for local laboratory. And also, I think they're also tapping into some COVID-related solutions. So I just also want to stand there by also highlighting the fact that there's just so much we can do, and also the fact that female role models, and that Prof mentioned that there are some of female role models. Those are some of the key people that assist women in enhancing their involvement in these innovative businesses or entrepreneurship. And with that, I think I would like to end there, and I will put my details in the chat box if there is any question. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Phuti. That is really, really amazing. You know, the Innovation Hub is just here in Pretoria, and most of us just know that that's the Innovation Hub, but I'm quite amazed by the offering that you guys have. We have a few questions for you, please. Firstly, due to, I think this is a Cedar question. So Cedar, please, if you can respond as well. Some questions are to you. It says, due to the looting that happened in KZN, would Cedar be able to assist with purchasing fabric and machinery subject to the quotation from the suppliers attached so we can rebuild? Cedar?
Yes, I have responded to that in the chat.
Okay, can you just summarize in case someone else does, so we don't get the same questions again?
So there is an instrument that we are putting together specifically for people who are affected. So I said to Azanda, I think I said, please look out for any information on all SEDA social media platforms, and it should be coming out very soon.
Okay, then Innovation Hub, there's a few questions about the Agri-Pack. How do people get access to this Agri-Pack? We've got farmers, and whether the Agri-Pack is only limited to Pretoria or whether there's access to the Agri-Pack elsewhere.
Thank you for that. Agri-Pack is unfortunately limited to Pretoria because I think our partnership is, if you saw that, it's with the Gauteng Agriculture and Rural Development, and also we have City of Tshwane. So mainly people that are based, farmers that are based in Tshwane are those that benefit. And if you are a farmer and you want to be part of the program, please get in touch with me. I have a great operator that we've just appointed for that are ready to ensure that they can put you into their training program. That's the opportunity that they can look out for. And the other way to get involved in the Agri-Pack is obviously if you have innovative businesses that has to do with agro-processing that perhaps they can use, and also they can also incubate you into that program. So do get in touch if you're a farmer that's based in Gauteng. Unfortunately, those that are outside the province will be a challenge for us to support, just based on the mandate and also the amount of the partnership that we've managed to get for that facility so far.
Okay.
Thanks.
And apart from the farming program, any of the Innovation Hub programs, the question is, do you only enter through competition or other application processes?
No, you don't have to enter through competition. The competition just allows you to have a seed funding that's there for you to get started with. There is throughout the year in pitchings that happen that all the incubators do have. So all you need to do is go to the website, theinnovationhub.com, and register for any of the incubators that you would like to be incubated at. You do not need to wait for these competitions because these are annual and they come once a year. So just go to the website and register for any of the pitchings that come. So that's another way for you to get into our incubation.
Okay, then the last question from the chat group, I'll open for more, is for SEDA, which can you please confirm what criteria one and information one has to provide in order to register to become part of a SEDA program? Mandisa?
Unfortunately, we've got many programs and each program would have its own criteria. So if there's anything specifically that somebody is interested in, send an email and let me know what it is that you'd like to be part of. Then I'll be able to send you the information regarding that.
Okay. Is there anyone who'd like to raise a verbal question before I hand over to Prof?
Okay.
I see that there are no hands.
Yeah, we can bring other questions at the end, and if we have time, we're going to do like split you into little rooms for 5-10 minutes just so you get to know each other. But this is really exciting. So please, let's use the opportunity for networking. So now I'm gonna try some Portuguese. Bom dia and bem-vinda, which means which means hello. So we got Carolina from Angola. So Carolina,